Hey everybody, this is Cody 922 here. Welcome to the second part of September 22nd. Hey, this is the thank yous portions of September 22nd. So these are people specifically that I've met in the past year that have helped out in some way, shape, or form. I highly doubt many of them even know that they're on the list. I even more doubt that many of them will see this video, but here we go. I want to get all the thank yous out there. So first up is going to be SanguisAnima. SanguisAnima was the first frequent reviewer that I ever had. I don't even think that they know that I exist anymore, but they were the first frequent reviewer that I ever had, and I'm so thankful for them keeping going. Next chapter of RWBY. Ragenhoga, just the guy that I've had some really good back and forth with, and just occasionally we'll get into a little PM trade-off, and it's just great. Damian-Lucius-Black. First off, this was Damian-Lucius-Black. But he has been very supportive since Child of Grimm and has talked about the growth and really given some great reviews to my stories, and I'm just so thankful for all that they've contributed. Pozisch, the mad editor, actually offered a beta for What Good Is Love, but I did turn him down. Also, really good guy that I've had that has posed a lot of discussions for me early on in Cody Talks fanfiction. Karagor 2, you're the reason that interviews are actually a part of CTFF. So thank you so much for that. Skij Leonhart. Skij, you and I, we've had a lot of different PM sessions, and it's just always been fun to chat with you. NobleMETA has helped out a lot with CTFF, and also my stories in general, been really helpful in that regards. Gatemaster Green gave me a character in a story, actually, Cody 22, after I did the Cody Talks fanfiction review, and I was super thankful for that. Ruby Bomb 21, I have a lot of PMs with you as well, and it's just fun to chat with you occasionally. BlackroseGUMI, I have the most PMs with you by a long shot. So, the highest single private message conversation. So by a fair amount, by like 200. So thank you for that. It was fun to chat with you about. I don't even know what the hell most of it was about. Kentethalion just had good constructive talks with him, if that makes sense. Just really progressive things. Lil Bean-Murderer. First off, I encourage you to change your name to Lil Bean-Murderer. Second off, once again, just a lot of really great discussions that came out that I really enjoyed. merikflame, I just was like, hey, mind if I use the cover for one of your stories for TTFF? And they're like, sure. And then all of a sudden, it kind of became a big thing, where he actually really enjoyed the series, and we just kind of back and forth for a little bit. So that was really cool. Scourge from Bloodclan, just some of my favorite reviews on Two Sides to a Coin. It's just a series at this point, and it's wonderful, and it's so entertaining just to see like what Scourge will be going at next. Oerba Yun Lightning, really helpful in the art department of things. Just finding some cool pictures and stuff. Really thankful for. I did categorize these people into groups, by the way. So that was the fanfiction group. This is going to be the Reddit group, which is the smallest group. But Chaos Phoenix 11, been supportive since Child of Grimm, been an advocate since Child of Grimm. I don't know why, but I'm really thankful there, and just done a lot more than I think that I can really name effectively. So Chaos Phoenix 11 though has just been awesome. Shinobi, and I have had some really solid discussions on Reddit, just back and forth. And Adder, who is the one of the mods for the Ruby OC subreddit, also has been really helpful in arranging some things, actually. So really thankful for the discussions and stuff that I've gotten out of the Reddit group. Next is the Twitter group. And the Twitter group is basically, these are just people that I befriended that I found on Twitter. Or that I really befriended through Twitter, I'd say. So, Alex, the two Alexes actually, Real Riddler Fist, A. Bichardo, James Savior Z, Cody, Mr. Gopher, Cassandra, Ruby Enthusiast, Veronica, Ronnie2414, Daniel, Darkstar 365, and Leya, X Insane Beings X. Just these people were all super, super awesome, and I've had a really good discussion with them, and I really just have enjoyed. I mean, kind of a blanket statement there. I don't really have specific ways to thank you guys, but just been awesome discussions and just some awesome conversations that I've just enjoyed having, and really no other way to phrase it. No better way to put it, I should say. Next is going to be XP Hoarders, because they've been fun to play with. Some of them newer, some of them older, but all of them have just been fun to play with. Rip in peace, everybody else that was previously in XP Hoarders. So Chris, my Team Black Screen buddy. Taylor, my Smite buddy. Buddy. Kyle, piece of shit. I'm kidding, but Kyle, you're also great. It's just been fun to play with you guys. Now, these all people were cool enough to come onto my show and talk, and that's awesome. Dinas Emrys, Kuribayashi, Elfenlied, and Questmun. All of you said yes to Cody Talks Fanfiction. Fucking great. Just so cool. And getting to talk and getting to kind of be mutuals with you is amazing. And I really fucking enjoyed being mutuals with you guys. I enjoyed, not past tense, no, please let me stay. But no, I enjoy being mutuals with you guys. I don't talk with some of you as much as I probably could, but all of you are super great. Next is going to be the Tumblr group. And this is from my main blog. They're just people that I associate on my main blog. It's a combat skirt. Evil writing buddy. Sunandblaketho, who was stupidly excited for when they found out that I was following them. Demon Eagle 87 found actually an unrelated picture of Onyx, which was interesting. Or a picture of Onyx, which was one of my Ruby OCs, even though it wasn't actually directly sourced. It's a long story there, but I have that picture now. It's fucking awesome. And Taywono, terrible taste in senpais, otherwise pretty sweet person. This is going to be the roleplay blog. Just people that I've roleplayed with, that I've enjoyed roleplaying with. Or talked with even. Some of them I haven't really roleplayed with, but I've talked with them more. ardentxlotus, askren-pai, thelazyrose. This will be the gay professor-goodwitch, goddessneo, Cumberita, cinders-fall. Yeah, Cumberita, you'll get why I did the reading voice there if you watch this. But all of you have been super awesome, super just y'all are great. It's just those were some really great people. Briefly, I won't go into specifics in terms of exactly who was on it, but I did also appear on the Summer Rose Court podcast. Everybody on the Summer Rose Court podcast and the Summer Rose Court crew are fucking awesome. Everybody should go check out their stuff. Definitely. I'm not going to name specifics, but like everybody that's on it, because I can't, but just go and check out their stuff. This is going to be next group. This is going to be the senpais. I'm actually going to backtrack a little bit on the senpais because there are also some people that I covered previously that I would put up there. So Aaliyah Dancing on a Pin, Rapey Lemons, Hanasaku Shijin, Rise from Shadows, Cushiony, Siren 3, Sextran. And backtracking mode, Dinas Emrys, Kuribayashi, Elfenlied, and Questmun. All of you people are such better writers than I am. And for any of you to ever acknowledge my existence in the first place, fucking awesome. But for any of you to... Some of you have done more than that. Aaliyah Dancing on a Pin read a story of mine. Hanasaku Shijin read a story of mine. Lemons read a story of mine. I also know that Dinas read a story of mine. Obviously I've had good discussions with Kuribayashi and Elfenlied and Questmun. Zextran and I have had good discussions. Cushiony, Siren, Rise from Shadows. All of you people have just been super cool for acknowledging my existence, and you're way more talented than I am, so I don't know why you're giving me the time of day, but thank you so much. And on to the final group. This is going to be the other group. So there was two ways, really, my two categorizations for it. The first one was people that I feel as though have had the biggest impact or have been the most noticeable in terms of impact. The other way to get on this list was for me to not know where the fuck else to put you. Somebody actually fits both of these categorizations. Nobody fits only in the second one, but somebody fits both. But first up is going to be the one group pairing that I have, and that's going to be Corey and Gomes. Corey Campion, Gomes, no first name. Corey was on the Gauntlet Season 2, Rooster Teeth the Gauntlet Season 2, and he came in second. And I thought that, like, all of the community team, RTX community team, that was the name of the team that he was on, I thought they were all fucking funny. So I'm like, I'm going to follow these guys on Twitter. So I did. And I just kind of started, having an occasional chat with Corey because he wasn't huge on Twitter, so it was easy to get into a conversation with him. So I was like, oh, okay, just having a chat with this guy. And just eventually, watched his videos and stuff. And somehow we grew to be pretty good friends. And Gomes appeared somewhere in the midst of that. I'm not sure where Corey and Gomes know each other in real life. And they're kind of a package deal. You get to know one, you get to know the other. But, Corey and I have had some really good video games and YouTube discussions and editing discussions. And Gomes and I have had some really good football discussions and stuff. But they have both been fucking awesome, and everybody should go check out their stuff on Don't Watch Me Play, and also their Twitches, Don't Watch Me Play and That Gomes Guy. They're great. Next is going to be the person that I brought up that fits into both categories, and it's going to be Scott. Scott McKilveen makes the intro for Cody Talks Fanfiction, and that's how I actually got to know him. Just one day, I got a private message from some random guy on fanfiction.net, and it was like, hey, I'd like to make an intro because I have a class for Cody Talks Fanfiction because I have a class project on that. Could I make an intro for your show? And I'm like, yeah, I don't have talent to do this, sure. And just from there, we traded Skypes. Well, actually, he gave me his Skype, and then I sent off my Skype to him on Skype, and we just kind of grew to know each other since then. And my joke is that I always try to get him more Twitter followers, and I've gotten him one, and I don't even know if they still follow him, but no, Scott is super awesome. We've had great discussions about Ruby, fanfiction, editing, how much editing sucks. I don't even know what else. And then just whatever other assorted stuff gets thrown into those conversations. So, Scott, fucking awesome. Everybody go follow him on Twitter, at Scott McKilveen. Up next is going to be Chloe, Dang Xiaolong on Tumblr. I don't know exactly how, but I know that Chloe started following me on Tumblr, and was just kind of like, when I was on the fence, I'm like, I kind of want to roleplay. She was like, go for it. Just pushed me off the fence. She would do that too, and so I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll do it. And so then I went into roleplay, Guyliner of Sass, and just one day there was a Tumblr user that was like, that I just reblogged the thing. I was like, what Tumblr user do you ship me with? And now being a smaller blog, I'm like, man, nobody's gonna send in shit. Somebody sent in on anonymous, I ship you with Dang Xiaolong. And, we just kind of had like a little thread there that was like a joking, like, hey, what's our ship name and stuff. And now we're actually dating, so it became canon somehow. So Chloe, you are awesome and great, and thank you for encouraging me to roleplay because I've had a blast. But also thank you for just being super, super cool person. Despite your puns, I like you anyway, and please stay. But no, seriously, Chloe's great. And then the last person on the list is going to be last because I felt as though it's only fitting to have the person who made the biggest impact, I feel, last. It's going to be my big sis, Wendy. Wendy's not really my older sister, but one day she just left. One day I was just checking out my mail, and I saw that somebody had left this huge review for A Harsh Reality. I was like, wow. So I posted about it. It was 1,200 words long. People don't leave those kind of reviews every day. And so I posted it on Twitter, and I was like, look at this person. They left 1,200 words worth of reviews. And then somebody, Wendy, said, I guess that was me. And then we had a little bit of a talk on Twitter, and then I replied to her review, and then she left an 800-word one for What Good Is Love. I replied to that one. And since then, we talked a lot, and she was probably there the most consistently because I forced her to be there. And I just kind of talked, and just one day, really, really awkwardly too, I'm like, Wendy, I love you, but not in like that weird gay way, which is funny because she is gay, but no, like not in that weird way, but in just kind of, in just like a sisterly fashion. So then the joke became that she's my big sis and I'm the little sis, and it's just stuck. And now Wendy and I, we're really, really, really close. So Wendy has just been there, though, really thick and thin. Honestly, I haven't had a chance to talk with her much because she lives in France, and time zones with school is kind of a bitch. But Wendy, you have been fucking amazing, and everybody go do anything that you can to support Wendy. Anything. I'll leave stuff in the comments in the description. But that's going to bring to an end the thank you portion of this. This was much longer than the other portion of this. I do understand if you don't stick around to the end, but if you were not specifically on this list, know that I cannot possibly thank all of you, because in looking to What Good Is Love alone, that's 579 people, assuming that nobody else reviewed or favorited the story that didn't follow it, but that's 579 people at the date of recording that I'd want to thank. So thank you all so much for the constant support, and I love all of you. You helped me get through a really, really shit year. And I cannot thank you guys enough. So tune in the next time when I'll have a new episode of something out. But otherwise, until then, bye.